Hello, let's play Connections for Tuesday, June 23rd. But first, we reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. A lot of people cry when they cut an onion. The trick is to not form an emotional bond. You know, I've tried that and still cried. All right. And what do you think happened on June 23rd, 1972? Title IX is enacted. On June 23rd, 1972, Title IX of the 1972 Federal Education Amendments was enacted into law. Title IX prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex in any federally funded educational institution. The law states that no person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. In short, any school that receives federal money must provide fair and equal treatment of the sexes in all areas. The groundbreaking amendment applies to federally funded schools from elementary to collegiate levels and includes both training programs and athletics. Before Title IX, female athletes had few opportunities. The National Collegiate Athletic Association, which was created in 1906 to develop and enforce rules in men's football, but had become the ruling body of college athletics, offered no championships or athletic scholarships for women. Furthermore, funding, facilities, and supplies were lacking. Though Title IX's impact has mostly been gauged by improvements in women's sports, the significance is more far-reaching, as it has opened educational opportunities that create more pathways for women in medicine, law, engineering, politics, technology, and other fields. All right. And I'd like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to 89 Gel 1, Anna Sicome, Odid Blair, Bill C 44, and Brit Blue 7. Thank you for your support. And Brit Blue 7, thank you so much for being 9 months as a super supporter. Very much appreciate all my supporters, but especially my super supporters. All right, well, let's play Connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Money, Yankees, Hotel, Foxtrot. Oh, interesting. Yankee, Hotel, and Foxtrot are all NATO alphabet words for their respective letters. Modern, Fireplace, Popular, Deed, Emperor, Featured, Token, Tap, Recent, Swing, Earth, and Trending. So I do wonder if these 3 get split up, like if they're built around these. I mean, it should be Yankee, not Yankees, but whatever. Yankees are also obviously a New York baseball team. I don't see other baseball teams though. It just starts with yank. I wonder if we're starting with words for like pulling. I don't see that. Hmm. Fireplace is interesting. Could it be a things that? Fireplace feels like a things that, but I don't know. What I mean by things that is just like, hey, these 4 things do something similar or are part of the same category or whatever. Foxtrot's a dance, so is swing. There's modern dance for sure. Token dance, tap dance. Okay. So types of dance could be yellow. I'm going to mark it blue for now because it could easily be the trivia category. I'm very familiar with all these dances, but I don't. So it's hard for me to gauge if it's easy trivia, which would be yellow, or not so easy trivia, which would be blue. And I don't know where that line is. All right. What about hotel then? Hotel California. We have Emperor. What's that doing? Recent and trending are going to be like categories of a feed, and popular. So like if you're looking at a like a social media feed, you could look at recent posts, popular posts, trending posts, and featured posts. That feels greenish to me for now. I don't know. I'm just going off vibes. Could easily be yellow. I think it's more yellow than the dances, but I'm not positive. So what else is going on here? We have hotel and Yankees that may be split up. Still looking for purple. So maybe I'm right about Yankees using the just using the letters, but I don't know which letters. We have Earth, we have Token, we have Deed. Fireplace. Yankees. I know, why would it have an S at the end, right? If it was the sports team, it could be a things that. Otherwise, I feel like it's so that we have to use the S. I mean, keys at the end, this would be like a homophone of keys, like jingle jangle keys. um, but I don't think it's that. Money. We have money and token and deed. I don't know. What's emperor doing? And earth? I feel like maybe the two I have circled are green and yellow in some order because these don't feel like yellows or greens to me. Deed. I wonder if we're talking about Monopoly. Monopoly, you have hotels, you have tokens to move around the board, and you have money. And deeds, and you have deeds to the locations. Okay, so I think this is Monopoly pieces. I'm gonna because yellow is what's left. It's definitely not purple, so we're gonna mark that yellow. We're gonna make sure that the other one's purple before we lock in, but I think this is purple. So Yankees, fireplace, emperor, and earth. I'm starting to think fill in the blank, but I don't know what it would be. My screen just flashed. Hopefully that's not on the recording. Anyway, emperor, earth. I am still recording. Yeah, good. um, I honestly have no idea. I kind of trust my other categories though, so I could just lock it in. Emperor is a kind of penguin. So is fireplace now. Emp. It ends in or. Yeah, I just don't think we're using part of the word of emperor. Per. I don't know. I guess I'll lock it in. Things that. Well, okay. This is insane. Things with mantles slash mantles. The mantle of the earth. It's one of the I forget which layer it is. It's one of the layers of the earth. Emperors have mantles. Is that like where they rule from? I don't quite link mantle with emperors. Fireplace has mantles. That's the thing above the fireplace. We like a little shelf above it. And then Yankee has mantle. What's his first name? I can't remember. Famous baseball player on the Yankees. All right. Well, that's that. So I have to decide if Monopoly is blue or if dancing is blue. And I honestly think recent feature popular trending is yellow at this point. Um, I'm gonna go with my instinct that dancing is blue, but it could easily be even the yellow. I don't know. Um, but these are dances. Let's see if that's blue or not. Nah, that was yellow. Okay. And then we've got popular, maybe hotel deed, money, and token is going to be blue then for Monopoly. No. Okay, this I was never going to guess this order. That was never going to happen. Interesting. Featured popular recent trending was blue. Content sorting options online. And then in the Monopoly box, dance style. So I had these categories right. I wasn't going to think of mantle. Um, Yankee Mantle. Mickey Mantle, 1931 to 1995. American Hall of Fame baseball player. Mickey Mantle. Okay. What a crazy purple. And it was a things that in purple, which is annoying. Alrighty. Let's look at the difficulty. Oh, dancing on a Monopoly board. Okay. They give it a 2.8, so they thought it was pretty hard today compared to previous days. 70%. I guess that aligns with 2.8 a bit. Losing is just eking out the win against making no mistakes. Wow, I was pretty darn unique for a perfect game. 1 and 8, 11. Yellow and blue, kind of a toss-up. The other one's not so much. Wow, 1% getting purple second. Ever. People who are struggling are mostly struggling on green and purple. Yeah, that's what it looks like. If you got green or purple, you pretty much won. So 8% got, actually, if we combine these, we get 14% got blue and yellow, 8% got only blue, 6% got nothing. So I think that blue should have been yellow, as I had thought. I don't know. At some point, I said blue could be yellow. It is the most common category to get. I don't think I guessed them in this order though. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Putting modern, wanting to put modern and popular together makes sense. Money, deed, token, and earth. Money. So this is just people trying to figure out green and purple, I guess. Maybe thinking money, deed, token. Maybe even thinking board games, but not sure what the other piece in the board game is. Because they were just trying a whole lot of stuff with money, deed, and token, which is interesting. People are doing yellow first, blue first. Okay, so yellow first with before with no mistakes first. Yellow first is much more common than blue first, actually. And then a lot of people wanting to put modern and popular together, putting modern into blue. All right, green and purple are pretty low in the list. Cool. Well, how'd you do?